Hey, Facebook. So I am here with a quick live stream because I have received an email and I don't know who took it upon themselves to get my information and begin to dig into my background. But for whoever it is somebody that got my information and took it upon themselves and got a background. And I just want to say this like this. For whoever did it, you can look at how many backgrounds. You can search my name. You can search everything that you desire to search. But the best way to get information is just to ask me, because for the person that took it upon themselves and got a background check, first and foremost, you're messy. And I'm going to try not to cuss. I'm going to try to be as professional as possible, because I know that people will look at online stuff and try to target or tear down my family. And I'm a good mother. I've been a good mother since I was 19 when I became pregnant, and I began to take care of my child from the first one all the way to the third one. So it's nothing that anybody could really say about my parenting skills, about how I live, because I always kept a house over my head, even after being homeless quite a few times due to natural disasters and stuff like that. But as for my background check, whatever messy skank that is trying to dig into my background, I don't know why, because more than likely you're trying to be messy. You're trying to dig into my background to be messy, to see what you can find that has not already been told. So yeah, it's a lot of messy people that try to expose people. Like you can't expose me, because I'm pretty much an open book, and anything that is not written down, I'll tell you face to face, like straight up. So it's not really anything that someone could try to bring up and then say, oh, she did this, she said this, she acted in this kind of way. Whatever the case may be, digging into my petty background, because really it is a petty background, like so petty. It's just mess. It's just messy. And if you're not an investor, I can see it. Like if somebody was investing in me or something like that, investing in my books, investing in my singing, or my comedic side, or whatever gift or talent. Let me slow down. Gift or talent that I have that can be used. I can see if somebody had their name on the line or had they money on the line. And then whenever somebody has their name or their money on the line, then yeah, they have the right to dig and see what you done, or, stuff like that. Your background, if you hiding, you lying about something, if you got a extra baby somewhere that don't nobody know about, or you got an extra husband or a wife somewhere that nobody know about, and they don't want certain stuff to pop up whenever you rising to the top, or they got their money and stuff on the line and their name on the line for you. I can see if somebody start being a little, a little nosy, digging to see, okay, before I put all my money, or before I put my name on the line and let you connect with my connections, then yeah, that's different. But for somebody that's just being nosy and it's just want to just bring up mess and just to be messy, y'all can go to hell. Because at the end of the day, if you're not feeding into my spirit, you're not feeding into my soul, you're not helping me to elevate, you're not helping me to do nothing in my life, then it's no point in you even trying to be concerned or what's that word that I'm looking for? Intrigued about what I got going on. Whether I work, whether I stay at home, or whatever I got going on in my business ain't nobody's business unless I bring it to the forefront. And even if I do bring it to the forefront, it still ain't nobody's business if I'm talking about it really and truly. Because a lot of the times people just get online and just, They doing a brand, they doing whatever they doing online, and it's really not nobody business. But whenever it's brought to someone, then of course people have their opinions about different stuff because it's brought out. It's brought to the forefront, and it begins to be a conversation that is brought to the table. In other words, because it has been exposed, or it's been out. So if you bring something to the table and somebody is talking about something, then okay, then opinions is, it's open for opinions because it's being brought out. But if it has not been brought out and somebody is just snooping, like that $20 that somebody used to get my background check, they could have used that $20 to sow into somebody's ministry. They could have used that $20 to give to a child that's going hungry. That $20 that they used to be nosy and try to find out what Anisha got going on, trying to check my background check, that could have went to a homeless person on the street that needs some food or needs something for them, instead of being nosy, worrying about what I did in my past. Because at the end of the day, I know what I did in my past, and my past is my past, and I'm not in jail. So, and when I did go to jail, I did my time, and I'll be damned if I do my time in jail and then get out and still got to do time, because they got people that's being messy. They ain't really trying to look out for nobody. They really trying to be messy. And like I said, if you haven't invested in me, you haven't tried to build my brand, because I have a brand. I've written books. I've written songs. I've went on. When I get to talking fast, I kind of start stumbling over my words. I've been out, in the industry trying to boost my brand of my books, my music, putting my children, trying to get them connected with different actors and different child singers and stuff like that. I've been, doing the footwork on what I need to do for me and mine. Has it always been successful? No, but you gotta try. You can't just not try and then think something's supposed to happen. So, and me being out there, putting my children out there for them to try to get connected with other children's stars and bringing and collaborating together with their gifts. I've done that. Trying to collaborate with people, with my music, with my books. I've done that. So now at this late of a time, for somebody to try to get my background and try to snoop and see what I'm doing, it ain't none of y'all business what I did in the past. Because I be damned, excuse my language, I be damned if somebody try to double jeopardy me. Like I said, I did my time when I was in jail, and guess what? I'm out. That mean I did my time. That mean time is served. So with that being said, anything else that I have done, best believe if I've done something else, the authorities wouldn't mind coming to pick me up just like they did the last time. And I don't need no fake wannabe cops or wannabe, because that's what it is. It's fake wannabe cops that's paying for my background to see what she did. Is there a warrant? Is there anything else that we could call in on her? You can't call in on nothing. And guess what? If I did do something and it come up, guess what? I go by myself. Just like I was born by myself. I will go by myself. So I know that it's just a messy person that just wanted to spend a hot $20 and pay for my background check just to be nosy. And like I said, that hot $20 that they spent, or however much it was, it could have been more than that, because they checked all 3 boxes. They was trying to see everything. They want to know everything that I done or they thought I done. However much it cost, it might have been 20, 25, 35, 45, whatever it was, all about the Benjamins. But at the end of the day, like I said, they could have fed a child. That I see so many commercials, feed the children. I see so many commercials, St. Jude's and all this other stuff that they have on TV and all these organizations and stuff that can be helped online instead of paying that money, trying to be in my business, trying to be messy. It could have went to a better cause. It could have went to a better cause. And that's what pisses me off about people. They spend money on stupid stuff, trying to be messy and trying to be petty and trying to be snoopy. And they can be going donate that money to some people that really need it. Some kids that really need it, instead of being in my business worrying about what I'm doing, because I pop up online and I say what I need to say. I say my spiritual stuff. I get online. Sometimes I pop it, drop it, whop it, whatever else. Have fun, do what I do. Sometimes I might even come online and go off. But they so nosy and so worried about what me and mine's doing instead of feeding the homeless. Instead of donating to the St. Jude that come on TV, them little children got cancer. Instead of donating to the little children in Africa, they hungry and all that other stuff. That little hot $20 or hot $35, $45, however much it was to pay for my background, they could have paid that. They could have paid that forward and donated that to some people that really need it instead of being nosy. And I'm going to end it on there. With that being said, peace out, much love. Put your money towards something that is gonna help somebody, because that didn't help me at all. Showing me something that I already know didn't help me at all. Showing me my background check didn't help me at all, because I already know what's on my background check. So with that being said, peace out. Once again, much love. Until the next live stream or video.